You'll see me do a lot of really short hops with my boosters, because the sooner you finish the boost, the sooner you get it off cooldown and can then use it again.
Right.
So I don't want to be boosting through people generally. I'm going to boost right up to them like I did that Moira. And I'm just sitting on the front line shooting at everything my team is shooting at. Like, so I saw you also doing what I do, like just jumping around all the time.
Yeah.
So it's partly because you don't lose as much momentum, and it makes your hitbox a little, your head hitbox a little bit harder to hit. Your headshot, your crit box, you're moving it around a bit more. But also, like, if you're moving in on people, they can't hear your footsteps in between your hops. And D.Va's otherwise incredibly loud and easy to follow. So I'm just trying right now to be aware of where my teammates are. I've got a Winston, got some people up front. I'm going to be doing damage and backing up as I take damage. So if I'm taking a little too much, I use Matrix to pull myself out a bit. I want to break this bubble as quickly as possible, taking too much damage. So we're holding Matrix and getting somewhere safe. I'll boost out of the way, somewhere where my healer can hopefully see me. Wait a moment here. I just flash Matrix sometimes across choke points when I'm taking too much, or when we're not in a big fight yet where we're gonna need it, so I can use it to hold people off. Safest thing to do, rather than just try and fight the Mei, is wait until she gets the freeze off, and then Matrix after that, because she'll then not get the damage she needs. Okay. I'm just sort of playing around my teammates and what I see them doing. So they're moving up. I'm gonna try and stay right with them, looking for an opportunity. You'll see me do a lot of really short hops with my boosters, because the sooner you finish the boost, the sooner you get it off cooldown and can then use it again.
Right.
So I don't want to be boosting through people generally. I'm going to boost right up to them like I did that Moira. And I'm just sitting on the front line shooting at everything my team is shooting at. Okay. So in between fights where you don't need to have your Matrix up as much, you can use it a lot more to deny the enemy team ult charge. So preventing them from building too much, or like when I'm in a bad spot like that, I use it as a crutch to get myself out of the bad positioning without feeding.
Okay.
So again, I'm just kind of right here. I see my Winston go. I'm going to move up with him. I don't want to go past him. Oh, I might be able to save this Doomfist. He's low. I'm going to put Matrix on him so he can get out. Oh, Lucio. I could have gone for the boost, but didn't need to. Again, we see people who are low. We're going to put Matrix in there to help him get out. He's in really deep. I'm going to try and come around here, make sure he's going to survive as best I can. If I'm getting frozen also is the time to try and get out. Again, guy in the back is usually highest priority target. Let's see what we can do. He's low. We can go after him a little bit. Oh. Alright. Wow, they just jumped right into it. We'll take it. Alright. So a lot of just walking around, trying to make sure I'm going to have my abilities ready for when I need them. I'm taking a lot of damage there. I don't want to be on this side of the wall, or at least I'm going to play very safely. Okay, I'm going to back up, try and get healed. Oh, people are going in. Like, there's some times where your team's just in so deep that there's nothing you'll be able to do for them, and if you try to help them out, you're going to end up dead too, which is even worse.
Okay.
So like right there, my Winston, if he died, there's nothing really I could have done to help him with that. So I'm just going to leave him.
Okay.
Okay, so here we're going to go over this way. Again, nothing I can do really except try and make sure I don't die. Focusing on the people who are furthest into the team. So right there I had a choice. Is either I finish off that kill or I try and go save the guy who ended up dead to the Reaper. I would generally, at your rank, always prioritize getting the kill over saving your team.
Okay.
Urgent... I wouldn't always say to eat Moira's orbs anymore, especially because of the cooldown on Matrix, especially in a fight. So in a big fight, ignore the orb. It doesn't matter. Early on, go ahead and block it so that she doesn't get any extra ult. Okay, I'm getting frozen. I do not want to get frozen, so I'm just flying away. I'm going to try and look for a good opportunity to maybe throw this over there. Okay, here... Reaper is one of those where you want to try and use Matrix as much as possible, because otherwise he's just going to heal and
there, actually.
Like,
right?
I didn't try to do any damage.
Exactly. I never even thought about that. You let the Hanzo do the damage while
yeah. Now,
Matrix.
obviously, there's situations where there's no one else there. That's
yes.
like, let's say in a vacuum, it's just you and the Reaper. You throw up Matrix, you use your missiles, and then you fly away as soon as one or the other runs out.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not, there's nothing aggressive for me to do right now. I'm just kind of staying back, making sure I can see and protect my team when anything goes bad. I do not want to get frozen. You see a May, you fly away.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. See a May, fly away. Okay.
T-shirts.
We need t-shirts. Okay. Oh, so I didn't see what was happening in my back line, and they got taken out. That's really bad. So I did a bad job of protecting my Ana, and she got taken out by, I guess, the McCree. We probably don't want to try and get back in there. Now, people are contesting. The Tracer got a kill. We might be able to do stuff. The Ana's right. The Ana's in there. Okay, the Winston's in there. We're going in. This bubble's going to go away. No, it didn't. Wow.
Nice.
That's actually really good. I'm just going to do as much damage to any target. Wow. We actually did it. Yeah, so just goes to show you sometimes it pays to not give up and just actually go for it and see what happens. A lot of the time after a big close fight like that, the other team is also going to be lacking resources.
Yeah.
Maybe their healer's already dead. Or at the very least they're not expecting it and they play a little bit more carelessly. They try to push up, or they're just not where they need to be.
Yeah.
Any questions about what you saw?
No, not at all.
Okay. Yeah, so biggest thing out of all that, so really just paying attention to where your team is fighting and trying to be available for them, or like noticing a lot of time when a teammate is low. Generally that's because they're in a fight. And the person they're fighting may have also been low. So you do two things by being there and paying attention to them. You're going to protect them and keep them alive. And you're also going to maybe help finish up the kill that they were going to get.
Okay.
So Matrix can be thought of in two ways. So the way we just talked about, where you're trying to protect your teammates. But then I think it's more effective to think about it like this, where Matrix is kind of a crutch to make up for bad decisions. Let's say someone decides to peek for too long and then doesn't look at their health bar, which we know everyone does. Like they just forget that they're low and they keep shooting. You use Matrix to give them that extra 1 to 2 seconds of time where they can be like, oh, my health is low. Let's hold S and back up.
Okay.
And you can use it the same way for yourself. So those are the two ways that you can think about using Matrix, in addition to just obviously looking for big damage like ults and abilities coming at you.
Okay.
That whole Matrix technique only works if you're close enough to cover to be able to hide within that 2 seconds, right? So it doesn't matter if you're using Matrix for yourself and then you still have time where you're out in the open before you're behind cover. You need to be playing around edges, around walls, or know that you have your boost up so that you can fly away after your Matrix is down, and give yourself time to reset. So you saw me a couple of times there boost away by going up, or to the up to the side somewhere. So that time where you're in the air when you don't have boost, you're still moving and a harder target to hit than if you were just further away on the ground. Okay. So putting yourself in the air makes it generally easier for your own healers to see you, because you're out of the mess, especially for Ana's or Zenyatta's, and Mercy's too. It gives them a place to fly away to. So being up and out of the fight makes it easier for them to heal you, makes it easier for you makes it harder for you to take damage, because the enemy team is usually going to be looking at the ground still. And by the time you hit the ground, if you were just using Matrix, you likely have your Matrix cooldown back, that 2 seconds. Okay. So I did one of the earliest training video drills I put out on YouTube was called sky tracking, where you literally just in the practice range or in games, you fly into the air and cancel your boost, or just turn around at the top of your boost and shoot at a single target as you're falling towards the ground, and try to maintain your aim and your tracking on them. Because that time where you're in the air, you can keep doing damage. You don't have to just be flying away, and at the same time, like, you're harder to hit and you can get healed.
Okay. Yeah,
Wow.
I think a lot of time too I end up getting demaxed when I boost your way because my back is turned.
I vote for a party stream.
JMT, thank you.
Sign up.